So, hi everyone, welcome to the stream. My name's Craig and I run C&C Media UK. Normally I do professional filming and drone work, but today I thought I'd do something a little different, showing you how to create YouTube shorts. I've got my editing screen up here and I'll also show you my desk camera so you can follow as I work. If you're watching live, feel free to drop a message in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I've got my editing screen up here and I'll also show you my desk camera so you can follow as I work. If you're watching live, feel free to drop a message in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Light art coaching, what am I doing here today? Well, like I said, I'm going to do some shorts, walk you through the process and how to do it. Light art coaching, what am I doing here today? Well, like I said, I'm going to do some shorts, walk you through the process and how to do it. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to import media. So I have a backup hard disk on my computer, so I always go to backup. I'm going to do existing footage, some drone 4K footage, and let's go through and let's see what we can choose here. So let me choose one from Abu Dhabi. I quite like this, which we've done the other day. So basically you go through, so like I said, delete that, import media, choose the one you want, Abu Dhabi MP4, import, it's in the window here, slide it across, and there you have it. So now I lock the feed here, get rid of the sound, unlock, I'm just going to find my book and yeah. Here it is. So to create a short for your phones or your short feeds like TikTok and things like that, you'll have to change the sequence settings because this is too large unless you want to turn your phone on to long. So what you need to do, you need to go to sequence settings at the top here. You get this window pop up. In the frame size, you need to I'll just turn this echo down a minute. So what you need to do, you need to go to sequence settings. Go into frame size. Ten 080 and 1920. So the vertical, it's one point here, you'll see 916, 9.16. Okay, click OK, and this is what it makes you. Now sometimes when you film the setting, it's very wide, so you see a lot more. So sometimes you need to concentrate on some different areas. So you need to click on the source, and you can actually move this around left or right, depending on what you like. Sometimes when you film the setting, it's very wide, so you see a lot more. So sometimes you need to concentrate on some different areas. So you need to click on the source. You can actually move this around left or right. So I'm going to play this through. We can actually scan it here a bit quicker. This is a video I edited before, which is on the YouTube channel. So what we're just going to do is make it bits into a short. I'm basically going to take this, slide it across, I find it more compelling. Okay, let's change the color. So input LUT, input LUT. Up here, I'm going to go to one of my custom ones. So it's on my desktop. Click DJI Mavic 3 Pro, open, and you can see it changes the color straight away. Now I like to add a bit more saturation to make it a bit warmer, and a contrast. I always play with the contrast a bit to see what effect, depending on the lighting, and that it makes it different. So I think that's quite good there. So I'll just play that through a minute. So I usually like to make my shorts in between 30 and 59 seconds, because otherwise TikTok and all that, they give you issues. Not issues, but it just, sometimes YouTube shorts, they won't allow them, they give you problems with the music, copyright and things like that. So I usually like to make my shorts in between 30 and 59 seconds, because otherwise TikTok and all that, they give you issues. Not issues, but just sometimes YouTube shorts, they won't allow them, they give you problems with the music, copyright, things like that. I'm quite happy with that there. So let's take this back down to 58. You can see here the length here. And we're going to draw this back down to the blue line. Now a lot of people like to just export these without music, because they like to use trending music with it, because they think they get more views, things like that. I like to use Artlist because they have some cool tunes on there. So we can pick up Artlist here quickly. Now a lot of people like to just export these without music. Bring Artlist up. Just sign in. So Artlist is very good. It's got a wide selection of music. If you get into music, let's go to genre. Cinematic I like to use. It's a nice beach scene from the air. So you can preview these. You can preview the highlights from up here. If you need it, just gives you a short gap. So for example, I basically like to take that off because I like to hear the music from the start to get a feel for it. Just turn that down a bit. no-go for me, that one. That's a no-go again. So we go to download MP3, goes to the top window. Let's just put this down. I like to add this to my desktop, it's just the way I work. We've got this going on in music now, just quit music. Drop this menu, and we go back to here. Drop that one, not that one, sorry. Let's drop that as well. So to add this, you just slide it in, take it from your desktop, literally. That's why I just put it on my desktop, so I take it from here, slide it under. Come on, there you go. So if you play this from the start, it takes a long time to warm up for me. So what I'll do, I'll take it forward a bit so it warms up. Yeah, I like that there. So take it to your blue line. Have a listen. Yeah, that's quite nice. So we'll drop the music. Yeah, let's just check it. Yeah, it's too heavy for me, that at the end there. So if we just drop this line back to here, we got the right portion. Now you can make this dim out towards the end with this little tab here. Let's just see what it sounds like. I don't know if I want to do that later towards the end, I'm not sure. perhaps. Yeah, I think we'll keep it like that. So if we keep this one like this, so once you have finished and you're happy with it, go to export. Now I like to leave match source, adaptive high bit rate, format H.264. That's the best one for me. I do not play around with all these because you don't know what you need to do. You just need to export it, in my point of view. So I just change the name. I always put short. Export. It will say replace, because I've already got one on the desktop which I've already used, so I just replace it. So I don't need that one anymore. So replace. So click export again. That will download. So if you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel if you like these sort of videos. If not, leave a comment, let me know. I just thought I'd share what I do because it's interesting for me, so it must be interesting for you as well, or some people at least. So that's downloaded now, so we drop the window and you can see it's on the desktop. I have a lot of things on my desktop, so ignore that. It's quite crazy. Lots of projects, things going on. So your short is here. Now normally I send this to my phone via AirDrop. So share, AirDrop, Craig's iPhone. I'll transfer it, and that's done. That'll be one short I can upload to TikTok, Instagram, even YouTube Shorts, things like that. So I'll walk you through another one. So if we get rid of this one now, take this one away. Just delete all that, make it blank. Let's import media, go to backup. So these are my files. Barrington Hall I did here. I've never done a short on that, so let's have a look at this for a minute. Lovely house in Shropshire, just outside Leominster, in between Leominster and Ludlow. Let's get rid of that music. Unlock it. Go back. You go to sequence settings. Sometimes they don't look right, so you can try them out. So 1080 frame size, horizontal. You want 1920, 1920. Okay. You see, sometimes they just don't look right. Don't matter if you position it, you haven't got the full frame of the house. I did use I did zoom in on this one from height, so that's why. Yeah, I don't really like the look at that one. He's doing it again, really. Yeah, so I won't use that one, so I'll get rid of that. So all I'm doing is clicking erase on my keyboard, import media again, shawl there. So yesterday I done one in Stokesay Castle, so I'm not going to do that. Let's go up. Clemford Delivery. Let's do a Flounders Folly. Not many people know Flounders Folly. Let's do one on there. So we're going to lock, take the music out. Do the sequence again, make it for a short, 1080, 1920. Okay, let's see if we can pick something out of here. Yeah, that could be a thing if we position it right on the screen. I mean, from one angle that tower does not look straight, does it? Is it me or what? So sometimes, this is a video I've done before, so the cut's already done for a video on YouTube, yeah? So we're going to make it into a short, but sometimes the scenes you need to drag them left or right to center it. So sometimes it will not go in the scene. So what I usually do, I usually cut. So if you position it like this, for example, you choose your point there. I will drag that to there, the blue line, go back. Then I will play. That's quite good. You see, now that I would like to center that. So what we do, we go back. If we go back, I like it up to there. So we have a little razor blade here. Cut it. Go to the arrow. This one now we can zoom in a bit. Take the blue line, drag it back. You see the transition. Now this transition, I'd like to center that more. So you see, I can click and drag it to the position I want it to be for the short. Okay, pause it there. Have another cut. And we do the same again. Once we cut it, you see, we can go back and reposition this one to the center. Yeah, I think I'll cut it there. Let's go on its side. Take it back, so drag this back down to the line. It's good because you can see what I'm doing on the screen, so you're not going to get confused. So let's drag the tower into view. Where's the tower going on here? I know, it's going to jump in now, isn't it? That's right. So there you go. So drag that to blue line, bring it forward. Centre. That tower does not look straight. It's normal, probably the age. Check the transition. Yeah, take that back. Excuse me. There's a razor blade. Cut. As you can see, do you see what I mean? Sometimes it's out of the picture completely, so you can use the part of the picture you need, since it's only for shorts. That's it. So we use that one. Take this to the blue line. Yeah, that's very good. Take the razor blade, cut. Reposition. Drag the blue line. I mean, it's not that complicated when you get used to doing it. It's not that complicated, but somebody doesn't know, it can be very helpful. See, for me, when I go from that to that, it's boring. Same thing. So I don't like that. So I'd rather go from that. Even that's not good for me. This one's quite good. So just zoom out, use this line to zoom in and out. You see how it does it? You can zoom. So you can see it tracks. Position. Take your line up to where you need it. Drag it back down. Check transition. Yeah, that goes out of scene too much. So there you can drag it through, see? Drag it back through. Comes into shot. So you see that's a bit boring when that transition, a bit boring, you only just see it, so we're going to pull that forward a bit. You can see it goes into two parts when you start dragging it. So you can see which sort of image is interesting. Yeah, I quite like that. Good filming by the pilot. Yeah, it does go out of scene a bit there though. So what we're going to do, I'm going to drag that back here a bit. See what this does. Not sure about that. I suppose we could have a short bit there. Let's do that short bit from there. What are we at now? We're at 38 seconds here. So at 38 seconds, so cut it there. Yeah, I quite like that. Drag it to the blue line. You see, because like I said, this is a video I've edited before, but on large. You know, this is just for a short, so the transition there, you see. I want to use that one, so you just drag your line to it. Maybe edit it here. Cut. Yeah, so I want that to come into picture a bit more there. So make sure you use your arrow, not your cut, because otherwise you go cutting everything around. I mean, you can always undo something by going to File, Edit here at the top, Undo. It always goes backward one step. So make sure you click on your arrow. And I'm going to get this to come into picture here. So what we're going to do, bring this here. Check that. I'm clicking on the spacebar every time just to make it play. Yeah, that'll do that. I think that'll be the end of that one. So this will be like 49 seconds short. So I'll just go through checking the colors now on the first section. I could have done it all at once, but sometimes I like to check every single section with different lighting. So I go to custom, get one of my loots, the one I always use really. You can see how the color changed there from that. See, it's got like a grey film to it. I would like to make it more colourful. Like I said, I like to add saturation, make it a bit more vibrant. Not too much, because if you go too much, it almost looks fake. That's like I like to do every section just to see how it's going. So add a bit of contrast. Just take the black edge up. Just take the light edges off a bit. You can see how I play with it, like you can see. I like that. Go to the next one. You see the difference between that and that. So you'll see now how it changes. Custom loot. It's on my desktop. Open. You see the difference straight away. And let's get one thing straight. I am not an expert yet. I'm doing it the way I do it, the way I feel comfortable doing it. Yeah. So I'm just showing you an easy way easier for you to watch and learn. So let's change saturation on this one. Very green. Contrast. Only slight. Go to the next. Make sure you click the section you want, because otherwise, sometimes I've done it in the past where you forget. So you go here and you go and change this. It's not actually changing here. So make sure you click on the section. Let's go to basic correction. There, custom. My loot. I got that loot from a DJI website. They got everyone for their drone. They got different ones. You can download them for free. Okay. Bit of contrast. Custom. Yeah, straight away a difference, you see. Bit of saturation, bit of contrast. Just adds a bit more depth when you just add that contrast. You can see it just takes that edge off it slightly. Yeah, look at the difference between that and that. It's so grey. I do film in RAW as well, so you get more depth, you know. When you can alter it, you can get more, how can I say, you can get more play with the image. Okay, add saturation here, contrast. Do next. Let's try to test that a minute. That's it. Custom. It's a lot of repetition, but it has to be done if you want something nice. Did I? Yeah, I did do that one. Let's do the last one. Yeah, it's nice. Nice and green, like you like it. So basically that's, so we play that through from the start. Don't forget, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section or feel free to ask. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I do the way I feel I like doing. Everybody's got their own different ways. That's a good shot there, look at that. You can actually see the depth there. And the field in the background. Yeah, I like it. So need to add some music. So before this art list, of course, like I showed before, just in case you're coming a bit late or later on. So basically, I use art list, I get to music, I use a bit of cinematic for these long drone shots from the sky. Just gives it a good vibe, I think. So let's try and read. Yeah, I like it. So, we add some music. So before this art list, of course, like I showed before, just in case you're coming a bit late or later on. So think. Not bad. It's a bit slow. Get a feel for the image, which is my way of doing it. So the ones I've used before, you can tell here on the right, it's got the yellow download. This one before, so I've used them before. You can see how those roll down. It's a new one. You might need a pump here. Different sections, you've got to remember it's only like between you're only using sometimes only between 30 seconds and 50 seconds, so you can chop and choose. Like where it calms down. I've used that one before, you can see, yeah. Too slow. Too slow. Start of a film, you know. Nope. Too piano. I like something with a bit of carrot. This is nice. It's good. I just feel it. Turn that up a bit. Get the volume. I like to get the feel of the tune. Yeah, I like that. So let's go ahead and download that one here. Click on there, MP3. Quick music, usually double plays in there. Quick music. Go to downloads. Yeah, this is I only work off iMacs as well, by the way. This is only Mac. It's just the way I am, the way I work. Find it in Finder. I drag it to the desktop. I do delete these after. All these I will delete after I've finished. To get rid of them off the desktop. All the other things you see on the desktop are just projects ongoing, things like that. So I go to Premiere. Hold on. Let me just drop this window here. Premiere Pro. Slider here. I just like to slide this in here like this. There you go. See the bigger picture? See the zooming out. Let's bring this down to the end. Takes to the start. This isn't, it's not completely at the start. Can you see? There you go. And try it. Play. Yeah, you can turn your volume up and down on the tune as well, you can see. 0.7. Just drag her back to the line. Play again. I will feather out the music here. What we'll do, we'll add a transition, apply default transition. Now you won't be able to see it straight away, so what you need to do is zoom in. You can see it appear there. Which is the reason why you don't see it, because you zoomed out too much, so zoom in. And then you can add this. If you click on this transition, you can drag the length of it. So you can see the duration here on the screen. I I usually like to add it the same length as where I started the music to degrade. Just gives you a cleaner finish. It just gives you that cleaner finish instead of ending it like this. Just stops dead. Doesn't give you that effect, does it? That feeling. So if we give it like a 3 second, click on the end, right click, apply default transition. There she is. Give her the same distance. Yeah, I like that. So when you're happy with it, like I said, be happy, you go to export. Like I said, I just put short. It will tell me this already exists because I usually, everything when I do, like I said, I just replace it so I don't get stacks of them on the screen. Export. That's processing now. So if you do like these videos, please let me know in the comments. It'd be very helpful. Or if you'd like to see something different, I will show you some more soon. I will show you how to do more videos, larger screen. This is just for shorts at the moment I'm showing you. Okay, so that's downloaded, so it's on my desktop. Like I said, what I do, I airdrop it to my phone for all the social medias. Share, airdrop, Craig's iPhone, downloaded. And there you go. So that is how you edit a couple of shorts from like a main video you had. You want to turn it into a short, that is how you do it on Premiere Pro. Delete this now. So if you liked what you've seen, or you want to see something different, please let me know in the comment section. And stay tuned and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you could, please. I'd be very thankful.